Am I the only one who is absolutely shocked to be hearing a concert full of young people chanting this?
Sing it like you mean it.
Wow.
Louder, please.
What it's come to, eh? He's that unpopular.
One more time.
Even the young hate him.
Stop that count.
Wow.
Video right now.
I'm just gobsmacked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. When I went to festivals and whatnot, when I was when I was a sixth former, what were people chanting? They were chanting to the exact same tune as that. Oh, Jeremy Corbyn. It was Oh, Jeremy Corbyn. The exact same tune. They've now changed the lyrics to make it an anti-Keir Starmer chant, an anti-Labour chant. I'm genuinely shocked. Like, what is happening? That, to bring us to the point where young people despise the Labour Prime Minister of this country so much that they will break out in a chant altogether like that at a concert. It really does show just how deeply unpopular Keir Starmer has been able to make himself in the short time he has been in power. Okay, he's not even been in power for a year, guys. Okay, he's been in power for 10 months, and already the young people who normally vote for Labour in absolute droves, easy, the youth vote, especially the uni students, easy vote, easy to get, they don't even like him anymore. Okay, they do not even like him. Now, granted, I'm sure there will be some of them there, and I don't know how many, who despise Keir Starmer because they think he's too centrist and they wish that he was more like Jeremy Corbyn and that he was more left-wing. Fine. But regardless, what this shows is that Keir Starmer, by, trying to be the centrist, but having no understanding of where the middle ground actually is, i.e. Keir Starmer thinks that, for example, caring about immigration makes you, on the far right. He's got no understanding. He's pleased nobody. He's pleased nobody. His party, Keir Starmer, he thinks that his legacy is that he has managed to unite the Labour Party. He's managed to move it away from that Corbynite era. He's been able to modernise the party, kind of do a little bit of a Blair thing and modernise it and make it more centrist and more united. He thinks he's got all the anti-Semitism out the party. He hasn't. And that he's pulled it together. But oh, how quickly it has fallen apart. Yes, he has got a big majority at the moment. It won't last for long. Trust me, next general election he will lose that. And if he's lucky to even get a majority at the next election, that would be a miracle for him, right? He's got this majority, which means that all this bickering and infighting in the party on things like the winter fuel payment and disability benefit and whatnot, yes, he can kind of get away with it because he'll still manage to get enough votes across the line to get his policies through. But he cannot hold the party together like this for much longer. I mean, I am really not sure if Keir Starmer is gonna make it to 2029 as our Prime Minister. Like, they could boot him out. The other MPs in the party, they could boot him out. He's becoming so deeply unpopular. It is unbelievable. I mean, he is just, he's just a perfect example of how to completely screw up the role of Prime Minister in like the shortest amount of time possible. Okay, yes, he has lasted longer than Liz Truss. I will give him that. But it's not going very well, is it? Like, all of the things that he promised to do, he has not done. And all of the things that he has done have just absolutely infuriated people. What have they done? They cut the winter fuel payment. They messed around with disability benefit in a way that has absolutely driven people mad. They've put up taxes when they promised not to raise taxes. They are dealing with the illegal migration crisis by, rather than stopping the boats, the number of boats coming in is just increasing and increasing. What he is doing is just moving them out of the hotels and into private rented accommodation, which is resulting resulting in hardworking Brits being evicted from their homes so that space can be made for these migrants. I'm sorry, it is a disaster. So no wonder, especially the young people who are desperately trying to find a place to live. It costs them an arm and a leg to rent somewhere. They're fed up. You've got people who are, in their 30s still having to live in house shares like students because it's so expensive and it's so hard to find anywhere, right? Those young people who, the number one thing they are concerned about is like finding somewhere to live. They're all still having to live with their parents or in these stupid house shares when they really shouldn't have to. They are the ones who are now, they're feeling the pinch from what Labour has done, and they're not happy, and hence you've got those chants of, F Keir Starmer, rather than what it was before, oh, Jeremy Corbyn, and they used to love the Labour Party. Whether all those young people are going to go vote Reform instead, I don't know. I'm sure there are plenty of them there who may decide to vote for the Lib Dems or the Greens instead, but Keir Starmer is deeply unpopular in this country. Anyway, I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to Reason if you've not already. Catch you next time.